Bloomberg's Ramy Inocencio joins us now to discuss 5 things investors need to know about Party City. So what have you dug up?
Yeah, sure, Betty. Well, I went through the IPO prospectus over the past few days, and the most interesting thing I found is that a quarter of all the revenue that Party City pulls in every single year relies on just one holiday. And you want to guess which holiday that might be?
Valentine's Day?
No, it's actually
July
scary.
4th. Halloween.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Okay.
So imagine $2.2 billion of revenue
Come up with that?
last year from 2014. So get this, $500 million in costume sales alone. So that's really interesting, but it's also pretty scary because if there's, say, an economic downturn or even if it's a rainout, then that could severely disrupt Party City's revenue.
It could, but now how exactly okay, so their revenue, break that down for me. How exactly do they make money?
Right, so there's 25% that goes from costumes for Halloween,
okay.
And there's also about another 25%, actually 24%, that comes from tableware. So, you know, if we're going to go buy stuff for our birthday parties or for our kids or something, we're going to have to buy the cutlery, the plastics, and the paper. So that's 24% there. And the third thing that comes in is the balloons and the piñatas. And I found out in the prospectus that piñatas actually do come from Mexico. They aren't made here. They aren't made in China. They come from Mexico.
They actually come from Mexico.
Yes, they have.
Okay, but I'm surprised though that the balloons come third. In fact, okay. So the helium is a part of their revenue as well, right?
Right, and it's interesting talking about helium because not many companies are reliant on helium to determine their revenues.
Right.
But you were talking about balloons,
yes.
And of course a large part of the revenue does come from metallic balloon sales. So for example, between 2011 and 2012, there was a difference of about $2.5 million less year on year because of a lack of supply in helium. But then between 2013 and 2014, the helium supply came back, and they had a pop of about no pun intended, but $5.5 million higher.
And the IPO proceeds, where are they going?
Yeah, some of it is going to do a management termination fee for all the sponsors that happened because of the IPO, but then the rest of that is going to go and service their debt. And their debt before this was about $2.1 billion. That's quite a lot, but it's going to drop down just a little bit to $1.9 billion.
Okay. All right, Ramy, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it on Party City. Now I know more about this. By the way, I go there all the time, right? You have to, anybody who's a parent.
You have to go and look around and see, hey, what's there? Just shop around. Oh,
exactly.
That balloon looks cool.
Exactly. Ramy Inocencio, thank you so much.
Sure thing.